Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. I just finished my last vlog. Hopefully you'll get a chance to see that, or you already have, where I was doing a LAX turn, and I had said that I ended up, like, I think I was gonna cancel like my trip and everything. So first things first, a princess is fine. I suffer from anxiety and health anxiety, and it's a big thing, and I kind of put it on everyone. So I think I kind of like put it on her, but I'm still going to like take her to the vet because there's a really long story behind Princess. And I didn't want to get my hopes up with her yet because I wasn't sure if her first owners were gonna turn around and say they want her back or something, but it's been a while, so I am now feeling like okay, you know, that's my bookie. So I'm still gonna take her to the vet. Her first owner, he gave me her information yesterday, and so it would just be good, you know, as a pet mama, it's good to get to know the vet. She's already been, but still I'll know what's going on, right? So like I said, it's a whole bunch. Maybe I'll get into it like another day if that's something you guys even care about or want to hear. And I ramble, so I feel like I have to like set the scene before I tell the story. So there were some things that she was doing that I just wasn't really sure with, and because I deal with health anxiety, I wasn't really sure if I was extreme about it or not. But for peace of mind, I'm still gonna take her to the vet, right? She's eating, she's playing, she's running around, she's sassy, she's feisty, she's talking back, everything, but still, right? Anyway, because of that, and then because I was trying to rush to see family and see everybody, I ended up canceling my reservations for my Portugal trip. Does not mean that I'm still not going, but I think the days that I booked things for were unrealistic. They were unrealistic for my cousin. They were unrealistic for me. So this week I am off. I was supposed to go see family this week. I was supposed to go, like, I think today's Monday. I was gonna go from Monday to Wednesday. I had things to do Thursday and Friday, but now I am fully off work from Monday to Friday, the whole week. And then my vacation starts the 16th and I'm off till the 26th. So with that chunk of days, I will go see family. I will go help, my cousin with getting situated in her new place. I will plan our trip accordingly then, right? Because everything was getting to the point where I had like free cancellation on my things, and it was pushing to the point where the closer it got, I wasn't going to be able to cancel and get my full refund. So I said, let me just cancel it now, and then we'll figure it out as we go. So when I get to LA, then we can look at trips from there. So it could be Portugal, it could be Ireland. I mean, it could be, it could be anywhere. We'll figure it out as we go. So I feel relieved, actually. I feel better about my decision in canceling everything, because now it's like a fresh slate, and it's like we can just start over, you know what I mean? So I'm happy with my decision. I am, like I said, off this week. I might pick up a turn or something, see what's in there. I do want to get Princess into her vet because I would like to meet them and just look at her records and stuff like that. And so it just is what it is. This is the life of an adult. This is the life of a flight attendant, a mama, a pet mama, you know what I mean? I said, dang, if I'm willing to cancel my vacation for my pet, like, baby, you know what I mean? I'm a mother. Thank you to Baby Back Books, to Fats. She was like, girl, is that not your child? She clocked it. She called me out, and I'm like, I needed that. So I'm gonna run into the post office real quick, and then I'm gonna go get my coffee, and we're gonna run a couple errands together, and then when I get my coffee and everything, we will talk about the books that I've finished, and what I'm gonna read next. So let me go do this real quick. Just want to give you guys that update. Start there. Hair is finished. I'm feeling good. That's not good lighting. I don't even know why I tried that. I'm feeling good. It may not look different to y'all, but because I'm still learning how to do my own hair, but I love it. I'm happy. I feel clean. All right, y'all, talk to you later. Hey y'all, hey, sorry, you're probably gonna hear the AC. I don't know if that's like us. They know my, y'all, I'm glistening. I know I said I was gonna run some errands with y'all, but one of my besties ended up showing up, and I just was enjoying time with her. We did a few things, and then she had to go, and so I'm finishing up my, not even finishing up my errands. I went to Petco because the queen herself, Miss Princess, I got her like this scratching post I'm gonna put together, and I haven't gone to the grocery store yet. Since I'm not going home this week, I'm gonna need some food in the fridge, so I'm gonna go back out, honestly. I just kind of want to chill for a moment at home, clean up a little bit, and then I'll come back out, which will be fine. So let's do a reading update. Yeah, let's go this way. So I finished the LiQWYD by Vanessa Walters. I think I'm gonna give it a 2.753 star. It wasn't bad. I think that instead of it being like a dark thriller, I think it was categorized as, it's just like a family drama. I just considered it fiction. Like, I didn't really consider it to be like so suspenseful or anything. It just literally was just like family drama. It follows Claudine, who goes to Lagos in search for her estranged niece who has been missing. And it goes between Nicole, who is the niece, and Nicole, who is the niece who's missing, and Claudine in the present. So you start to just find out things about Nicole, and you find out why Nicole and Claudine's relationship is estranged. You just kind of, you figure out what is kind of like going on. And it was okay. After reading the author's note about how this book came to be, it's understandable. She lived that lifestyle. So the LiQWYD are, if you see the book The Niger Wife, that is the same book. That title, The LiQWYD, is an association of women who are married to Nigerian men. So there were some women's names in there, and I'm like, I don't think they didn't sound African or like of color. Like, one of the names, I'm like, that's a white girl. It's the women who are married to Nigerian men. So it's like this group of women who, like I said, they can either help or hinder the situation you're in. You have some who are gossiping. You have some who genuinely want to help the women. And Vanessa Walters, the author, she is in the UK. She has lived that life. She was married to, or is married to, a Nigerian man. And these women will help you get out of a bad relationship. They will help your business. They will cheat on, their husband with the other wife's husband. Like, sometimes they just can get dirty, and sometimes they can be like a loving group. So it was interesting because once I read that author's note, I'm like, okay, well, she has kind of lived this, because I just felt that a lot of the stuff about Legos was so negative, but it's her experience. It's her experience, right? And everyone's experience is going to be different. So, like I said, I was hoping for more of a suspense, kind of like dark thriller that just happened to be set in Legos. You know, I would have preferred the talk to be, you know, the city lights were, you know, or the city streets were like bustling with noise on this Legos street. You know, the kids were running around and the stores were busy. Like, I would have preferred to enjoy the atmosphere than to have that more negative, like, oh, you know how the men are here, you know how Legos men are, you know how the families are here, you can't do this, you can't say that, they want boys, now you've had too many boys, now you gotta have a girl, it's time to have another baby, you gotta do this, if you get too skinny, they're gonna think you're depressed. So I was just like, I don't really want to read it in that way. But there is this kind of like, someone said it really good in Goodreads, there's this, not addiction, but there's something tasty. There's something about the drama of the mega rich. Like, all this behind closed doors, this is what's happening. You know, behind closed doors, the husband and wife hate each other, right? They have kids because that's what the family wants. That's what the father-in-law wants. He's the chief. It's you know, it's all this stuff. So something about it, satisfying, that's the word. There's something not tasty, but satisfying about like the drama of the mega rich. That's the word I'm looking for. And so like I said, it was more, and the ending was rushed. I think the author might have either ran out of like steam or ran out of like time. The ending just didn't do it for me. It wasn't like a shock. It wasn't like, I don't know. It just kind of was like, nah, I didn't really like that, you know? It almost was to the point where the ending, that wasn't the idea of the story of, you know, if they find Nicole or they don't. I feel it was more the story of everything, and that personally was like not my favorite. So like I said, it's like a 2.75. I'll probably round it up to 3. Just, you know, it's not memorable, but it's also not bad, you know, and it's definitely probably for somebody else. Like, if you're expecting a thriller, it is not that, which is, like I said, what I want. Like, that's what the mood I've been in has been, like, thrillers, because they're just really fast to like get through, and they keep me going, right? But this one took me like forever to want to like finish it. So yeah, that is it for the LiQWYD, and that covered a country I've never been to, and it technically does cover a BIPOC author from a different region than me, because this author is from the UK, and I'm not sure where she's like living right now, but she's from the UK. She might be in Nigeria, I'm not too sure. But I do have another book for a BIPOC author who's in a different region, and it is Flowers of the Sea. I think I've talked about this a couple times. I've like had it, and then I gave it back to the library, and then I tried to listen to a little bit of it, and then I fell asleep. It's only like a 2-hour audiobook, so it's not gonna take that long. And then I don't know, I was like, let me try it again, let me actually focus. So I got the audiobook again. So we're gonna get serious. But oh my god, I don't want to mess up the author's name. It's like Zen E something. I'll just have the picture here. But this is about, I want to say it's a tribe, and they're on this boat. They're on this ship, and they're either gonna be on this ship for 700 days, or they've already been on it 700 days. But there's something where the horror in this is, it's like pregnancy horror, like the descriptions and stuff. And apparently these women are either dying, unfortunately, from pregnancy. Not all of them can carry. So there's, I think, one woman right now who is carrying. So they're like really like watching her, because there's no there's no bloodline to continue if no one has kids or can't have kids. So that's from what I know, and I could be completely wrong, but I think that's like a little bit of the synopsis. So like I said, I think it's like 100 pages. I think it's, like I said, it's only a 2-hour audio book. It's really short. So that's about as much as I really know. So I am going to listen to that while I put some stuff together, and then I'm going to clean up around the house and probably go back out. I keep forgetting it's Monday. So yeah, I'll see you later. Hey y'all, it's a little bit later in the day. I've done my errands. Yeah, I went to Trader Joe's, and I went to go look for those Irish garlic butter chips from last vlog. Oh my gosh, they're already gone. They were so good. So the chip that I got in question this time is kettle cooked rosemary and sea salt. So I need a little crunch. But these are good actually. So I'll do a little bit of a haul. I got flowers. I got everything under $100. I literally had a $100 bill that I was going to use, and I was able to just use that. So that worked out perfectly, and I don't have to break any more bills. So this should last me the week, because next week I'll be home with family, so I don't really have to worry about like having my fridge stocked or anything. So I got the essentials. I'm gonna do the chickpea salad again, just because it was easy. It hit the spot. And I got sardines, mussels, some more anchovies. Like I can just add the mussels to it, you know. I did get some like ready, like they're already ready made or something, whatever that's called. Like meals or like sides, I guess. So I got like mashed potatoes, and then the other one is like roasted veggies, and then the other one is like the chicken. So I got those all separately. I'm gonna make a few meals out of that, and like I said, I can have the chickpea every so often. So we got that. I don't know if I have a reading update for y'all. I read a little bit, I listened to a little bit to Flowers of the Sea by Zen E. Rockland, and I think I'm just trying to make sure it's making sense to me. But there are some parts in here already which I already had an idea where it was going. Is the like the body like horror of like pregnancy, and I'm just like, ooh, ooh. It kind of reminds me of Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. If you read that, there was a lot of graphic pregnancy scenes in that, so I'm wondering if this is going to be like fully like that. So we'll see. I'm gonna listen to it on the way home, and I guess I'll talk to you when I get home. Yeah, if you want to see me do anything, maybe I'll pick the camera back up. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I think it has been just a rush of days. I am rushing home real quick to change. I went to go get my birthday nails done. Yeah. Same color, a little bit longer. I just love this blue. Blue is like my favorite color, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go meet a friend for lunch, and I am pushing for time per usual. I'm surprised she has not cussed me out yet with how late I usually am for our lunches. So I'm gonna go home and really quickly and change, freshen up. Thank goodness the nail place is like 2 minutes from my house, and then I know what I'm gonna wear. I'll do all my face in the car for the most part. I'm not gonna do a lot, but want to say hi and let's do a reading update. I finished Flowers for the Sea by Zen E. Rockland, and I enjoyed it. It's considered a horror fantasy novella, and I thought it was I thought it was good. I thought that the descriptions were very vivid, and I'm not sure if I had explained exactly what this story was about, but it follows a community, or a kingdom, pretty much. They because of global warming, their homes were all flooded, so they have been on this boat. I want to say between 700 days, and I feel like I read somewhere 1700 days, so I'm not sure. But the women have not been able to produce children. You have, I'm gonna put her name here because I don't want to butcher it, but she has been the only one who can bring a baby to healthy term, and that baby may be more than a human baby, and it goes from there. So I'm not going to give too much away about it, because I just feel like because it's so short, with it being a novella, it gives too much away. But I gave it 3 stars. I would probably recommend it to anyone who is interested in that form. of writing. Someone definitely did say it's kind of like, oh man, they said Octavia E. Butler meets damn, what was the name of it? I have to look it up. But like I said, I thought it was pretty good, really short. I did the audiobook, and yeah, I think that's about it for that. I don't really have too much to say about, like I said, but I did start No Place to Bury, and I think we'll talk about that when I am getting on the road. Alrighty. Hey friends, it's a little bit later in the day. I said I was going to come back and give a little bit of a reading update as to what I am reading next. It's been a nice day. It's been nice to see friends. It's been nice to just talk things out and just know that you're like not alone. You know what I mean? It really has been needed. So I got to see one of my best friends today and just needed that time with her, you know? But I am reading Nowhere to Bury the Dead. It is a translated read. Do not want to butcher the author's name. I will put it here so you can see. But this is going to follow the prompt of Booked and Boarding, where it's a translated read, and this is translated from Spanish, and it follows her name is, I think it's Agustia Romero, and her family. They are traveling from like town to town pretty much to find somewhere that they can pretty much stay. You know, they need a new civilization because there is a plague that is going on that is everyone is like losing their memory. Her and her family are going to these different places to find refuge. That's the word. And during this time, she tragically loses her 2 children. So that is the part that we're at right now. All right, y'all know I had to stop at a Dutch Bros. It's not my normal one because I'm in a different part of town, but I gotta give me a Dutch Bros drink. But yeah, so it follows Agustina Romero and her family. She tragically loses her 2 children, and she has been traveling with them. And so her and her husband come to this small town called Mystique, where they meet this woman who cares for the dead, the unalived, and she buries them in this cemetery. Is that a bee? So that's where I am now.
Zero sugar added protein latte?
Yes. Okay, so yes, it is talking about this town called Mystique, and there is this woman there who cares for the dead. She has taken land and made it a cemetery to kind of respect the dead and to bury them properly. And apparently there is a lot of dirty things that are going on. Sorry, didn't see her. Sorry, girl. There's a lot of like dirty things that are like going on in this town because of the plague. You've got officials who are being dirty and covering things up. So it just comes kind of out as far as what people are willing to do during this time, how greedy people can get. I don't necessarily think this is a thriller. When I first read the synopsis, I thought for some reason it was going to be like a thriller, like a Walking Dead type of like apocalyptic thriller. Damn, this is good. Trying to bend that down just a little bit more. Yeah, so I thought it was going to be like a type of thriller where you're going to have like these zombies and stuff, which actually that's another book we're going to talk about. But no, it's just really about, you know, this mother dealing with her grief and the fact that, you know, people around her are losing their memory and they're getting sick, and just all the corruption that's the word. I need to get better with my words. Not just dirtiness of the town, like physical dirtiness, but like the corruption that's going on. You have all of the, you have the mayor doing dirty stuff. You have you just have all this stuff that's kind of like going on. What are you doing? People out here purposely are like passive aggressive when they drive. So I'm not going to show you that side of me though, where I like want to cuss people out. But anyway, so yeah, there is that. When it comes to that read, I have like a 40-minute drive home because traffic, and I am actually going to listen to Whispers in the Mist, which is the third book, y'all. The third book in the Black Winter series by Darcy Coates. Like, I have been kind of quiet on Darcy because I was like, everybody's sick of hearing me talk about her because her books have just been hitting the spot. But baby, I'm in the third book for the Black Winter, and when I tell you it is giving Walking Dead in like a snowstorm, chef's kiss, baby. Chef's freaking kiss. Are you kidding me? It is so good. She just, the way she writes the descriptions of these creatures is just phenomenal. Like I said, she is more of an atmospheric type of writer for me. I don't necessarily like how she writes her characters. They're not really developed. So I do like that trope where it's like this guy is like, one person is stuck in like this different type of like century, and he speaks different. But now it's getting a little like, I'm over it. He's like, oh, my Claire, my darling Claire, I'll do anything to keep you safe, anything to keep you well and alive, and for the heavens above. And I'm just like, shut up. But it is still pretty good. Okay, I'm about to get over because obviously you don't know what you want to do. Anyway, so yeah, so it is really good. I'm in book 3, like I said, book 3 or 4. Okay, y'all, I've been eating this series up. God, it's so good. So, I mean, I can't say too much because, like I said, it's a series, and so I don't want to give away any spoilers. But I mean, one thing about Darcy, she does not hold back when it comes to the realistic side of if this could happen. And I like that, because not everyone can live. So good, chef's kiss. So I'm probably gonna listen to a little bit of that on my drive home. I don't even want to look at how long it's gonna be. I'm just on the freeway. I'm just gonna deal with it because I'll get upset. So I'm just gonna drink my protein latte and put an audiobook on and just call it a day. All right, friends, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's been a busy morning. Little Miss Princess here had a vet appointment, and actually was my first time taking her. So it was like trial and error, baby. Trial and error. But she is healthy. She is in great shape, great weight. So she had to get 2 shots today. So I'm gonna go get her a kitty cup. And I'll see if she'll eat it because she's not really talking to me right now. All her treats that are in there, she's like, nope. It's not helping. It's not helping. So there's that. I need to start packing for Portugal. And now that her appointment is out of the way, her information is up to date, I'm like relaxed now. So what are you doing? We're gonna go to Dutch Bros, and they're gonna get to meet her and get her a little kitty cup, because baby, the treats I brought are not cutting it after her being at the vet. She's like, no. So she's doing really good though. So that's always the best thing. I don't know if I have a read and update. Actually, I do. I kind of took a pause booked and boarding prompts right now, and I am in Whispers in the Mist from Darcy Coates. Okay, like I said, book 3 of the Black Winter series, and baby, I'm almost done. It is good. It is good. I'm not going to start the 4th book anytime right now. I'm going to go back to my prompts after this one is done. So I will get back into No Place to Bury the Dead. I also got The Other Guest, which could also be a prompt for a country I haven't been to as well, because it's take place in Italy, and I still do want to read that. And I also got one called The Private Jet. It's a thriller, and I, just for transportation, I figured that would be a good one. So we will see, and I think that's it. So, Mama, it took me like 20 minutes to get her from under my car seat. I had to get like one of the vet techs to help me get her out, because she was like, I'm not coming out. Like, I'm just not. So, there's that. I need to stop saying maybe I'll do like $1 each time I do it or something, because this is ridiculous. I need to come up with other words. Oh, let's see who's here. I don't think I know her. Okay, y'all, I'll be back. Hey friends, hey, it is later on in the evening. I think it's like 7 or 8. Princess is up there. Sweet girl. Monkey face. Yeah, hi. She's still a little, I guess, 'cause she doesn't know what she wants to do. But the vet said that she is healthy. He is very impressed, and I'm a very good fur mommy. And that she's probably going to be lethargic for a couple of days. She did get 2 shots, so because she was behind on some shots, but those are done. So we're just keeping it chill. Honestly, this is tomorrow, which is Friday, is my last day off before my next work trip, and then I'm going to LA, and then I'm off on vacation for like 10 days. The 16th through the 26th. And it's funny because it's like it's vacation, but it still is going to be busy. It's still going to be work, because I need to pack for my Portugal trip. I need to pack for my work trip. I still haven't gotten me and my cousin's tickets yet, because I haven't decided which route we're going to take. I did get our Airbnb. Everything went up in prices, my goodness. So when I travel, I will either I've done a little bit of everything. I've done hotels, I've done hostels, I've done Airbnbs. Now, I did a hostel once where I shared a room with other girls. Never again. I'm too old for that. I'm too fat for that. No, I'm not about to be on nobody's top bunk. I'm not about to share a bathroom with anyone. No. When I went to Portugal the first time, I did a private room in a hostel. That was nice. They didn't have any more that had the ensuite bathroom available, but I was literally right across from the private bathroom, so I could, like, of course, lock it. But there are some hostels, and that one does have one where the bathroom's inside. It just was that it was already booked. But I loved that experience. Private rooms at hostels are my go-to. I will do that because it still feels like a hotel. I will do Airbnbs. I did Airbnbs when I went to Scotland, Ireland. Where else did I do an Airbnb? When I took my aunt and my cousin to Hawaii, we did an Airbnb. So yeah, and we're doing an Airbnb this time in Portugal. When I did the hostel where I shared the room with other girls, it was in Iceland. And baby, because it was the cheapest thing. It was the cheapest thing because baby, Iceland ain't cheap. Iceland is not cheap. I don't like to say that things are expensive because everyone's budget is different, but it was like when I looked at the prices then, and this was before the Rona hit. I was just flying, like starting flying. I want to say hotel rooms were probably like $700-800 USD a night. So I don't even know what the prices look like right now because I mean, after the Rona and everything and inflation, who knows? I would love to go back, but you definitely have to plan Iceland accordingly. But anyway, so that's what's going on with the trip. I need to pack for that. I am back from my work trip fairly early on Monday. I think I'm back at like 10 a.m. So I could just pack then. So I might do that. We'll see. Um, what else is going on? I finished Whispers in the Mist, third book in the Black Winter series. I fear I could possibly go into a reading slump after this. I have gotten so attached to the characters. I have gotten attached to the atmosphere and the setting and what's going on that I fear I may not be able to read anything else. And I'm a little nervous about that. This is such a good series. It's so entertaining. Would it win like a Pulitzer Prize or whatever it's called? No. No. Is there like a lot of character development? Not really, but it's so good because I'm like, what's happening next? Where are we going next? What do you mean? Like, it's so good. So I'm going to try my hardest not to start the fourth book because I do have other books that I need to read. I don't know how I feel right now about No Room to Bury the Dead yet. I thought it might have been like a horror. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's just a literary fiction like novel uh, discussing grief and corruption and just the down spiral, I guess, of this town with this plague that is going on. And I don't think I'm super like smart when it comes to translated reads sometimes because I always feel bad when I want to rate them a little bit lower because I didn't like it. But I also have to remember that sometimes it is the translation of the words. They have to find the word that fits what the original meaning is. And so maybe sometimes it just doesn't fall into like a perfect type of like sentence or something, or it feels like it's cut up. I'm not sure. But I think I might actually try The Private Jet by Sarah something or whatever. But this is like a thriller. So maybe this will keep me kind of like active right now and keep me kind of up because I need to wash dishes. I need to look at her side eye me. Baby, one thing about cats, they're gonna humble you. There is no one on this earth, not even my mama, who can humble me more than that furry little 9-pound thing over there. I met my match. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna put the private jet on while I do stuff around the house. I'm gonna keep looking up different flights for me and my cousin, see the best way to get to Portugal that will work for us. I don't have a lot. I did have a couple things planned in Portugal, but I canceled everything. So we're really just gonna wing it. Yeah, we're just gonna wing it. There are a few bookstores that I want to go to. I do want to go to a fado restaurant, which is there. It's like it's like this historical dance or this traditional dance that is done in Portugal, and it tells a story while someone is singing. And I might try to put like a picture or something up, but I always want to do that. I didn't get a chance to do that last time I was there. So I would love to find a restaurant and watch them do that. I did find, like I said, a couple of bookstores that I want to go to. I think I went to one. The other one I don't remember. So that should be fun. Maybe we'll go to Sintra, take a day trip somewhere. I might rebook our sunset tour, our sunset boat tour. So like this boat takes you out on the water. It shows you different parts of Portugal along the river and the history of some of the pieces. and some of the monuments, and they do wine and I think snacks or tapas or something. And you're literally on the boat till the sun sets. So I did that last time. I think my cousin will really like it. So that's just the life of a flight attendant, baby. You just plan it as you go. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put on the private jet. I think that will keep me kind of like busy and, you know, up while I'm doing laundry. I guess the little princess wanted to keep me company out here, so that works. And I guess I'll come back to y'all a little bit later. I feel like this vlog is gonna be a little boring, but you know, this is a weekly vlog, baby. Happy Friday, y'all. It is another week gone by. Isn't that insane how time is moving? I am heading to Northwest Portland area for dinner with a friend, and I need to come back and kind of pack my stuff, get it ready for my work trip tomorrow. I'm in Seattle, Washington, and Boston for this trip, so yeah. I don't know about y'all, like, but I just feel like, I don't know if I had mentioned this already, but I just feel like the energy is so weird right now. I don't know if it's like a transition type of energy, transitioning, like I don't know. It just feels weird, and I really don't know what to do with the energy. I don't know if I want to be chaotic or if I want to be chill, or I want to do both, and how to like make it work for me. Like, you know what I mean? How to make it like beneficial for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I could use this energy to be like working out, working on business plans, making more money, working on my health. You know what I mean? Spending more time with my loved ones and all that stuff. So it's kind of just like, what am I supposed to be doing with this energy? Like, I don't know if I want to be lazy or if I want to be like all over the place. I'm not sure, but everyone I've talked to has been feeling like this. Like, I low-key feel like I want to do my bangs like Beyonce, like the year 2014 when she was going through it, or like Britney Spears when she went bald. Like, I'm feeling like that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not there yet just because I haven't done it, but I'm also like, I get it now. I'm tempted. Like, I get it. You know? So, I don't know. Of course, y'all only see me when I'm in my car, because I'm always on the, I feel like I'm always on the go, or it's just easier to talk to y'all here. But I fibbed. Please forgive me. I started Silence in the Shadows, which is the 4th book. And y'all, I started last night. I'm already like 53%. And I think I don't know. Maybe I'll hold off. I don't know. I'm feeling a little, I don't want to say disappointed, but I really think that this book is going to end like anticlimactically. Is that the word? You know, I don't think it's going to really give me the oomph I'm looking for, because honestly, I don't even know how you would end this book. I don't know how. So I might get back into Nowhere to Bury the Dead, because it really is an interesting read, because it's not necessarily, the horror is grief itself, is how I am looking at it. And the mother who lost her twin boys, her children, she now wants to stay in this town where this woman buries and honors the dead for people who can't. And now the mother wants to stay. She's willing to work under this woman because she's like, I want to stay near my children, you know. And so it kind of, it follows that. And like I said, there is this plague. It goes about not messing, but kind of like harming and people's memory and, you know, everything that comes with that. They lose their focus, you know, it just all starts to deteriorate. And so, yeah, it okay, perfect. I was just looking at a message from my friend. So it just goes to show, you know, the grief that this mother is going through, and then having to deal with her husband who has been affected by the plague. I need to go back and double check. I don't think the kids were affected by the plague. I think they died from other causes. I'm gonna double check. I don't think it was the plague for them. If it is the plague, then I will put that here. But so it's interesting, and like I said, it's kind of a tough read to get into. I mean, one, because, you know, who wants to, you know, it's hard to read from a grieving mother's point of view, you know. That's hard. That's so hard. But it's also the translated work for me. Sometimes it doesn't connect, and so it's like, am I missing something? Am I not grasping the emotion from it? I'm just not too sure. So it's like, I want to get into it, but I just really haven't. But I feel like this with a lot of translated reads, so it really is just me. So I'm just taking my time with it. I am going to get through it. I'm not going to DNF it, because there's really no reason to DNF it right now. I just kind of need to take it slow and see where it goes. I don't really know if I want to continue the private jet. I knew it was white people, but I don't know. I really don't want, like it's influencer type white people on this private jet, and I really just don't want to be bothered. It just, I don't really want to read about them. So I might put that one to the side for now, and we'll go from there. But I am going to, I think I'm going to call a friend. I'm going to call him back real quick and try to tell everybody I'm here, I'm alive. I don't know if I'm coming or going, okay? Jesus, take the wheel, because who knows, okay? Oh, there is somebody in front of him, because I was getting ready to say. So let me make some calls. Let me tell everybody I'm alive, I'm here, and I will probably talk to y'all either tonight when I get home, or I wonder if I should end the vlog here. No, I think I'll continue this into my work trip. Yeah, I'll continue this into my work trip. So I'll see you soon.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. with you is paradise, but now you spin me in a web with all your lies. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you, can you hear a thing? Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
Y'all, it has been, this trip hasn't been bad. I just feel like, I don't know, man, people are just like weird. I don't know. I'm trying to find some light in here. Hold on. I don't know, y'all. I mean, with everything going on, I guess it's just very telling. But I just feel like the energy of some people have just been really, really weird. So I don't know. But I take my makeup off. Good Lord. Let's come over here real quick. Let's get like some sun light. kind of, sort of. Ooh, I look scary from all directions, baby. Let's see if you can see. There, waterfront. Kind of, sort of. Let's just sit down. We'll just have to deal with this light for now. I have a really short overnight, which is fine with me because I want to get home early to my little bookie bed. I get in, should be in like around hopefully 10 a.m. West Coast time. Use that for trash. I am finishing up Silence in the Shadows by Darcy Coates. I know y'all like Darcy Coates this, Darcy Coates that, but this series it's good, y'all. It's good. It's like I said on TikTok, it's like The Walking Dead. Like it's apocalyptic, you know, like sci-fi. It's just that's what it gives. It gives like The Walking Dead on like times like 100, because like these creatures can kind of like become a little bit of anything because of how they're like their bodies are like transforming and stuff. So like, you know how like in The Walking Dead they're kind of like slow, right? I haven't seen Walking Dead in so long, but yeah, right? These they got a little kick to them, but it's so good. And I'm a little nervous, I think, because she kind of got me with what the ending looked like it was gonna, where it was gonna go in the final book. And I still have, I'm like 88% almost like done. So I have like less than an hour on the audiobook. But I was a little nervous because I was like, if she makes this like a happily ever after kind of thing, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I like the fact that she's kept it realistic, you know what I'm saying, in these type of like situations. So I am going to eat my trusty dusty salad. Is this one, am I out of, I brought all of my chickpea salad that I had made just so I could get rid of it, because like I said, I'm going on vacation, and so I won't be home to can't get it. Is there cucumbers in this one? Oh, not many. I won't be like home to have like a whole bunch of food in my fridge right now, so there's really no point. Oh, this one's like stuck from like the pressurization from the plane, I guess. I'll open that later. I have to get like a knife or something. This one will work. It's the same thing, just doesn't have any cucumbers in it. Honestly, this one only has like one. I guess I ate all of the cucumbers out of it. And I'm gonna add mussels to it because they're good protein. And yeah, extra virgin olive oil. I have to drain them because I don't really want that much. But yeah, so I brought everything that I like had in the fridge to finish. I have like some chia pudding for tomorrow, and I'll eat that like on the plane for breakfast with some coconut, shredded coconut and stuff. Okay, I know these tinned fishes aren't for everybody, but I love them. So I'm just gonna mix it with my chickpea salad. And that would be my dinner, my lunch, and my dinner. Not that it looks appetizing, but it's good. It is. Like, got my mussels, tomatoes, feta cheese, olives. Like I said, there's usually cucumbers in here, but I guess I picked all of them yesterday. So there's that. And then I have like another one that I was kind of like munching with too. I just would grab any one of them, but I am probably not going to finish this one, so I'm gonna have to throw it out because I don't really want to take any food back with me tomorrow but the chia pudding. So anyway, that's about it. I got some water. I'm gonna do one of these. My flight attendant gave this to me. I don't even know how to pronounce this. But it's one of those electrolytes. How do you pronounce that? Like the LMNT? I don't know. But this is grapefruit and good, no sugar. You'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. Yeah, because I am like behind on all of my electrolytes. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna try and finish this vlog. Maybe I'll finish it tomorrow on my way home. Maybe I'll end it there. And I will start the next vlog when I get to LA, when I get to see family, and whatever we decide to do for my birthday. So yeah, I'm gonna finish Silence in the Shadows and I will talk to you later. Good morning, y'all. Good morning from Portland. I am home and baby, I am on the streets. It's time to go. I don't know why everyone drives so slow here. Like, let's go, baby, let's go. I am in from Boston. I just finished my trip. I am officially on vacay. Okay. I'm officially on vacay. I'm off till the 26th or the 27th, and I think I have one more trip after that. So I am hoping to get to LA tomorrow. We'll see. Probably not. I need to check in with my cousin to see what we're gonna do for my birthday trip, if everything's good with her going, and you know, because life be lifing, and it's okay if things change, because I will just, you know, either go by myself or we'll do something else, somewhere else close to home, or stay in New York or something. But sorry, y'all be seeing me switching lanes because people don't know how to drive out here. Like, I don't understand what the issue is, but like, it's like everyone's still asleep. But anyway, I want to give my reading update, and I'm going to end the vlog here afterward. I finished Silence in the Shadows, or Silence of the Shadows. I'm not sure. I have to look it up. But that is the fourth and final book in the series, The Black Winter, by who else? Yes, Darcy Coates. I loved this series. This series was so entertaining. Now, after meeting Darcy, I can see how she like makes her characters. They are a little bit after her. They're very like hopeful and full of they're a little naive to a certain extent, maybe at that young age. They just see good and they want to help and all that, and so, and they're curious. Like, Darcy has that kind of energy, so I can definitely see her in these characters, in these situations, because she definitely says, like, she writes like how she would possibly, like, you know, be if this was to happen in real life. So I can understand that a little bit. I think I've talked about that I've been reading the books, but I'm not sure if I fully have said what the book's about. I don't want to give any spoilers away. If you like the idea of like spoilery vlogs, let me know. I'll definitely like do that. But the Black Winter series starts with Voices in the Snow, and it starts with Claire. She is our main character. She wakes up in this strange home, like this goth mansion, and Doran, who is the main male character, that's how we meet him. He claims that he found her in the snow, that she must have had a car accident, and he was trying like to help her. So as time goes on, she's not sure if she can trust him. She's not sure what's going on, and she needs to figure out why she was even even in this area in the first place, because she's like, the only reason I was going here was to get my sister, but like something crazy's happening. That's the only reason why I'm going, but I don't remember. And it goes from there, right? We find out, which is not a spoiler, that something has happened. I won't say that. That can come later. There are these creatures now roaming the area. And it's pretty much like The Walking Dead, but on steroids. Yeah. And it follows them through 4 books. I absolutely enjoyed it. I love the series. I don't know if I'm ever going to find another series like that anytime soon besides the Legendborn series. But there is, I don't want to say this because I feel like, is that going to be a spoiler? There is a character that I'm not sure for the last book if I found their ending to be realistic. So that kind of took me out of it. And I don't mean realistic like a 9-to-5 job and like everything has to be like set, but in this type of lifestyle, in this type of apocalyptic atmosphere, I am expecting not happily ever afters all the time. So I'm a little like, not sure. I truly believe that the second and the third book were my favorite. Secrets in the Dark and Whispers in the Mist. Those were good. Those were action-packed. You didn't know who to trust. Everything was so good. The first and the last, they had to start the story's foundation, and then it had to tie up loose ends. So, I think I'm going to probably give, is it Secrets in the Shadows? What was the last one? Okay, I'll put the two books that were my absolute favorite up here, and then for the last book, I'm getting all the names mixed up. I'm probably gonna give it like a 3.75, 4-star. It was still good, and I understand the idea of like a little bit of a happily ever after, but for, like I said, for one particular character, it didn't feel realistic. But that's it. As a series, it's a 5-star read. It's like a 4.75 5-star read. Doran and Claire are very much cheesy. They're very much cheesy. Doran is like this, and I like that kind of stuff with the guy where he's like in this different time period and he is like secluded from the outside world because like his parents have kept him like hidden, and the family, they only do stuff within the family or whatever the situation may be. So it's like he knows nothing, and so he's a little like gothic weird, alternative, and I like that. But there was just a little bit of a cheesy moments with some of his like conversation when when he would speak with people, and so it's just like, okay, but I get it. If you're getting ready to be unalived in the apocalypse, you might as well do everything crazy. You might as well go gun-ho and be like, what, I met somebody like yesterday and they the one. I don't know, who knows what I would do if it was the end, you know what I mean? So that is the only thing, but it was still entertaining. I literally read the series probably a week and a half. I mean, I ate it down. I enjoyed it, and the narrator, she definitely helped as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm heading to Dutch Bros, and then I'm going home. And I don't even know if I told y'all, I just got back in from Boston. It's like 9:30 in the morning here on the West Coast. So I am gonna go get me a Dutch Bros. I'm gonna get a decaf. And I'm gonna go home, take a nice long hot shower, and I'm gonna get in the bed. I'm gonna get in the bed, honey, and night. It's gonna be night till at least like the afternoon, because baby, I'm on vacation now. Okay, this vacation, period. So thank you so much for being with me on this vlog of me running my mouth. Like I said, I'm going to start the next vlog, and I don't know, these people are driving 2 miles per hour, but I will see you on the next one, where I end up in LA and hopefully Portugal. We'll see. Who knows? We can go anywhere. Stay safe. If you're out there traveling, safe travels, and I hope you're reading really good books. See you guys later.